time for another coaching session, this time with CrossyAC. He uploaded a video through my Discord server, and it's a 5-minute clip of the end of a gold game. Let me just start Epic Pen so I can make some drawings and everything. There it is. Alright, let's see what you did. Okay, right off the bat. Apologies. Your weapon choice is fine. I think that is fair, that's good to say. While looting, please make sure that you AD strafe as much as possible, because right now you're sitting ducks, right? You and your lifeline are both if anyone had looked at you, first shot would have you could have been one clip right now by an R99. Same counts for your lifeline. I'm not sure about your other teammate. So that's the thing you could work on. Try to move left and right while looting. And take turns looting. I don't know if the lifeline is a buddy of yours or not, but if you are a 2-stack, make sure that you take turns looting. So first lifeline, and then you look out, check who's around you, and then you loot, and lifeline goes on the lookout to see who's around you. Of course, lifeline doesn't have to go first. You can just talk about it. Make sure that you always split the meds, so don't yeet all of them if you take turns looting, because you're a team still. Other than that, let's see. Okay, inventory. Let's see. You got a flat line, and this is. I've already seen the clip. I know where you're gonna fight. It's gonna be a mid-range fight mainly. So maybe this stack of ammo could have been heavy. If not, maybe just at least max out heavy and energy, because you need it. I see syringes here, 4. You could have replaced at least 1 stack, or maybe even 2 stacks with syringes. But I know you're gonna be fighting a poke battle in a bit, so at least this one had to be replaced with syringes. In case your lifeline goes down, you need to be able to heal yourself, right? You don't want to be stuck without any heals. You have 2 medkits, but in a poke battle, you want to have small syringes in case you get chipped a bit of your damage. So yeah, I would have swapped this one out for syringes first off, and fill up your ammo. Otherwise, this looks perfectly fine. Yeah.
Champions out. I'm patching myself up a bit. Heads up. Recharging my shields. Thank you.
Okay, so your lifeline's kill leader as well.
My shields are recharged. You're welcome. Recharging my shields.
And get some more energy ammo, that's good.
Recharging shields.
Okay, so at this point there's 4 more squads, right? And they will be moving into this circle. So this position here with the shield selling, you can expect either one of them to be either here, camping around here, probably not behind you. This is a safe zone, right? So if you position yourself here behind this rock, the only real area they can shoot you from is over here, this area, and that is pretty much safe because that's where you came from. And there's no way, well, there is a way for them to maybe come from behind for a flank, but that would be a very risky flank that you can easily shut down. So while shield selling, get behind cover. Okay. So now you get behind cover, that's good.
Okay, time to do some defending of this area. Let's move.
Alright. I'm not sure how aware you are of this, but in Apex there's an unwritten rule. At least cover about 1/3 of your screen with cover. So make sure that this rock is around here. Cover 1/3 of your screen with cover. That way you are fully behind cover and you can easily pop to the side if you need to heal yourself, reload, or whatever, So this is decent positioning, but you could have been closer to cover. Okay, right now you're out in the open, right? You know there's a squad over here, but you don't know what's over here, or maybe somewhere from behind there. There's different positions enemies could be in. You do know they're there. You saw one of them move that way. you're aiming in the right direction, but there's literally nothing for you to fall back to behind cover. So cover is something that you might want to pay attention to a bit. Um, See, and this what you did right here is also the reason you got down later on. I don't know why. Let me quickly check. You ran towards the care package. Let's see. Why did you run towards the care package? Care package is looted. I can't see anyone behind the care package. So you decide to run towards the care package out in the open, right? And you got shot at, obviously. Like, there's no cover. So at this point you retreat, which makes sense. But you have to use some of your shields. So that's sort of a waste of resource, right? You could have saved yourself one battery by not running out in the open. Try to play from cover to cover. So if you take the map over here, like if you look at the mini map, like there's a cover right here, there's cover over there as far as I know, and maybe here's like there's the care package and there's like a rock here or something. So what you would want to do is right now you're here, like you push them back. So if the enemies are positioned here, right, you want to push them back so they have to go behind like another rock, so that you and your team can move in to the next piece of cover. You want to push covers, right? So let me just quickly, yes, right. So that going out in the open was not the best idea, but it's all about learning, you know. So you start a poke battle. Okay. If you heard that, they have a sniper. They have a triple take, and some pretty good mid-range weapons. I can't tell what your Wraith and Lifeline are running at the moment, but you do have alright weapons for mid-range, but like you're not as good as a triple take with like I don't know what they're running, but something heavy, right? Um, so yeah, you should be careful in the poking and in running out into the open. Um, let's see. Here you go for another poke. Hit them for 14. Okay, but you got hit for like almost 50 yourself. So that wasn't a good trade-off, but that's alright. That's alright. You live, and that's what matters, right? So he decided to push collectively as a team to the next piece of cover, which is perfect. Like that's good team play. You use your clone like ideal to like to cover yourself a bit, to provide like extra confusion so that you can get to the next cover like very nicely. Okay. Okay, a little bit of poke damage, that's fine. Need 100 more Evo, so it's worth the poke a bit right now. Burning through shield batteries quite quick. At these points I would suggest using the shield cells. You have 12 or 10 cells, sorry. So you can easily use those behind rock in safety. If you're in an actual fight, you should use the batteries. Like this behind cover while your team is covering you, just use a cell, right? Like right now. Even if you're all the way down, just use 4 cells.
Recharging my shields.
Okay, that's just unfortunate. Did get like a little bit of your head, or not even. I don't know. Okay, so you're in the zone. No need to push, no need to peek, right? There's 3 more squads. So in this case, what you would like to do is wait for them to fight, and then push at the end of the fight, right? So you wait till they're both low. One of them gets the kill, and you push the other one instantly after that. That's what you would like to do.
You're welcome.
So right now you should just play it safe, throw out some bamboozles, try to figure out where everyone is.
Making contact with enemy.
See, okay, that boozle you should have let him run. Let's see if like maybe they get hit or whatever. Okay, the bloodhound ults. Nice poke damage.
Reloading.
Okay, at that point, like right over here, you dealt some good poke, right? That was good poke. You get behind cover, you reload your weapon, all perfect. At this point, you needed to use a battery. You're in a fight. Um, you want to poke more. You want to throw a nade in this case. Um, Battery. Make sure you get fully healed up and then get back in there.
Reloading.
So you're lucky that the poke wasn't that much, right? Could have been a triple take headshot and you would have been downed. Um, so yeah, it didn't matter too much in this case, but just in general, make sure if you're behind cover, reload your weapons, heal up, and then get back in there. Unless your teammates are under a lot of stress, right? If they're getting pushed, cancel all heals and go in, help them. Um, but it really depends on the situation, of course. In general, if you're behind cover, heal up, reload, and then get back in there. Okay, at this point, um, you decide to push, right? But literally, like, right, right here, you can hear footsteps on this side of the rock. So they're pushing from the right, right? Um, and in a second, you'll hear your lifeline say, "Listen up, I'm being shot at." Right as you push in. See, that was shots on the right side. And there is your lifeline being flanked from behind. So someone's over there, right? Flanking your lifeline. I can't tell if it's one, two, or three people. It's probably one, and there's a like minor possibility of two, but I'm pretty sure it's just one person, right? If you get pushed by one person over here, you punish that, right? You don't push in like this. You get behind the rock with your team, and all three of you start lasering that guy down. That would have been a free kill, basically. Your lifeline needs to get back, needs to heal. Your wraith needs to get back, needs to heal. You should provide cover fire, right? Make sure their space is safe, and punish this guy for pushing you. So yeah, you decide to push in again without cover. So you use your ultimate as some sort of cover, right? But yeah, you have the gas obviously, and you decide to pick a short range fight. This is considered short range with a mid range weapon. So next time, take out your Volt. It's made for for these kind of situations. Um, you could have won this fight with the Volt if you had a bit of cover, you know. At least if this is you, and you find like even like a small rock that covers like part of your body, that's already this area that they can't hit you at, right? So cover, and well, in this case, take the right weapon because you have the right weapon. So why not take it, right? Unfortunately, at the back there, over here, that was his other teammate or a third party. I can't tell. But there was another squad, right? They helped. You got downed. It's unfortunate. Um, in the meantime, your teammates did down that one guy. They punished that person, and your lifeline comes help. All right, you get the res, and you get away. Literally with 1 HP. Okay, at this point, again, you're peeking with only shields and no health. If you got headshotted by the triple take again, you probably wouldn't have been dead, or like survived it with like 1 HP, but with random crossfire, you would have been dead. So make sure you either popped the medkit or like syringes if you had those, like we were talking about it earlier. If you had used a syringe there or a medkit, like you would have had full health and you could take 1 or 2 sniper bullets. So make sure you're always fully healed up if you leave cover. You're doing it now, but you've already peaked, right? If you were a bit unlucky, could have been dead right there. good use of the Phoenix kit.
Ring's close. Hostile right here.
Okay, right here your lifeline should have provided cover for you. You can see her walking by here.
Hostile right here.
She's standing on top of you basically. She should have provided cover. I think Raid is doing that fine. Okay, in the meantime, the other squad has died, right? I've not paid attention. I can't see how many people are left. Usually you keep in mind like, oh, there's someone down, there's someone dead. You try to keep score of how many people are dead. I can't tell if this is a 3v3, 3v2. Let's see. But you decide to push in with your ult without your team. I think they're still behind the rock. Let's see. Yeah, they're over here still. So you decide to push in without your team. Use your ultimate, and unfortunately you run into two ultimates because there's gas over here and EMP. So you got EMP. That sucks. At this point you need to heal. Like EMP deals 50 damage to shields. That's 2 shield cells, 1 battery. So the first thing you should have done as soon as you saw the EMP. Let's see, did you? Yeah, you did take some damage before you got EMP'd. So, right, at this point, you already lost some shields. So the first thing you should have done as soon as you got here was start a shield battery. Because you know you're going to lose at least two blocks, you know, like you got until about here, and you should have started your battery as soon as you got into cover in order to get back to full shields, right? You get behind cover, well done, and you can hear the shots, like you can hear them shoot from here, so you know they're there, and some shots from behind. You realize you're out of position, right? Your teammates are still here. You could have taken an off angle, right? Because right now we have the final ring, right? There's this little bit where you can't stand. This is low ground where they are, and you got high ground. You got this rock over here, you got the care package over there, and they have like a rock over here or something. Your teammates are right here. This is your teammates, and you took this position. The enemies are at least 1 or 2 are over here, probably with some cover, and one might be over there, as far as I can tell. Um, so yeah, your teammates are like, one of them is probably firing this way, like they're providing this kind of fire, right? Which means that they have to take a certain type of cover. Like this enemy, for instance, could be standing here in order to heal up, not get hit by your teammates, which is a perfect angle for you to hit on. If you were to peek over on this side, like this would be another nice crossfire angle for you to hit, right? So the position that you were in behind the care package was fine. Um, it's just a slightly awkward position. Like there's also a rock a bit further, which provided more cover. I would have gone there, but let's see, because you decide to run back to your team, but you're basically running without cover now, and unfortunately your raid got downed and you got downed as well because you're running around with no cover. Um, and then your lifeline fights a 1v3, so that's unfortunately where you lost it. So the thing that probably cost your match right here was you had the superior position. You had high ground, so you should have just kept high ground with the 3 of you behind one piece of cover, and yeah, just force them back, right? And you pushed in solo. So that's something. If you push with the team. If otherwise, stick with your team. If you don't have communication, so if you don't have Discord or in-game chat or whatever, just follow your team. Don't be the guy that pushes. Follow him. If you can't communicate, follow your team. Um, so yeah, and if they're friends, like communicate. Be like, I'm pushing now, and make sure they're following you. So you push as a team. Um, and besides that, yeah, play for cover, and um, pay attention to where they are and what they're doing. Because I think a bit of awareness was playing over here. Because I saw you peek at the end. Um, that last fight where you were behind the care package, you were looking over here, whereas the main fight was happening right there. Right, that's where 2 of them were. You did pick the right weapon here, by the way, so that's good. Um, But yeah, and lastly, what was the last thing I was gonna give as advice? Yeah, look at where your team is, look at where you are at, and try to position yourself at least behind cover. Make sure your weapons and are reloaded and your body shields and health is always full. Then start the fight. Use cells if you have the time to heal up, like behind cover and safety, and use batteries if you like need a quick shield up. So that's the biggest pieces of advice I can give right now. If you have any more questions, like let me know. Like you got my Discord channel. Just yeah, let me know if you have any more questions. If you have another VOD that you want me to review, just send it over. All good. And yeah, I hope this has been helpful to you. And if you have any questions, let me know. Okay.